Hello, I hope you had a good week. Okay, this year, as always, is dedicated to Ilay Nishmas for Chalei Bas Rav Chaim Tzvi. Should be a true aliyah for her neshama. We're starting with Yecheskel Perek Ches, and we'll begin. Vayhi b'shana hashishit b'shishi b'chamisha lechodesh ani yoshe b'veiti v'ziknei Yehuda yoshvim lefanai v'tipol alai sham yad Hashem Elokim. It was in the 6th year. Okay, the 6th day of the 6th year of the 5th month, I'm sitting in my home, and the elders of Yehuda are sitting before me, and Hashem's hand fell upon me. So, of course, let's look at the date first. What are we talking about? So, you might recall, if you still remember our first shiur, that it was the 5th year, on the 4th day, okay, and that he saw the first vision. So after 7 days from the first vision, Hashem commanded him to lie on his side. Remember this from last time? He had to lie on his side. And that year was a Shana Mu'beret. So after we finish all of this 430 days, okay, he was in his home, and this is when all of this begins. Okay. והנה דמות כמראה אש, ממראה מותניו ולמטה אש, וממותניו ולמעלה כמראה זוהר, כן החשמלה. So again he has a vision. And in his previous vision, as you remember or don't, first he saw the chayot, which are like the life force that makes everything happen. Then he saw the ofanim, which shows how Hashem makes us go to the world the same way a wheel begins its cycle from the top and comes to the bottom. Okay? And afterwards, he saw the divine throne that generated all of this, and then the chashmal. So the chashmal, of course, even though, as you know, modern Hebrew means electricity, here it means a mystic luminescence that gave him some hint at Hashem's presence. Okay, so here he's seeing everything in reverse order. What he says is first the chashmal, then the divine throne, then he's going to see the ofanim, and then the chayot. Okay, and what we see also, that now he sees something he didn't see before. He saw the inner nature of the chashmal. Before he saw what related to it the way a house would relate to those who live in it. Okay, and the idea of something resembling that, as you might remember, it says, Hinei malachei Elokim olim v'yordim. Okay, that first they go up and then they go down, and then from down they go up. So this is very much, in fact, then like Yaakov's dream. So what he's seeing, in short, is the way things go, the way how, from Hashem's side, things flow down to us, and we make responses, and then they go up again, and they come down, and this continual cycle of reality means that, in a certain sense, we empower Hashem to do what He wants through our responses to Him. Okay, let's go further. V'yishlach tavnit yad, v'yikacheni b'tzitzit rashi, v'tisa oti ruach ben haaretz uven hashamayim, v'taveh oti Yerushalayim, b'mar'ot Elokim el petach shah hapnimit haponet tzafona, asher sham moshav semel hakina hamakneh. So in his vision, this isn't actually, in his vision, he saw a hand coming, grasping him by his hair, and taking him through the wind till he reached Yerushalayim. Now remember where he was. He was way north of Eretz Yisrael by the river Kfar. And in this vision he saw himself reaching the inner gate, which points towards north, which is facing north. And what he saw there was what we call the Semel Hakina. Now what's the Semel Hakina? So it's not an actual idol, because we don't find that they put an idol in the Heichal from the time of Menashe onwards. Okay, Menashe of course did do this. Okay, but the sin was never really forgiven because there was never tshuva shlema. Now, tshuva shlema, as you know, means that the person's regret and responsiveness to seeing the grievous nature of harm that they did through their deed is so great that there's no way they could repeat it. So, although there was no longer an idol in the Heichal, there was never that level of regret that would make its being there impossible. Now, to understand what there was, the heretics of Yecheskel's time believed that there were two forces that governed the world, good and bad. And this, in fact, this picture of reality, that there's got to be a God of good and a God of bad, has its roots in the earliest pagan religions.